Well, welcome back, Clasica de Almeria. It is a UCI, well, it is a 1.pro race in our PCM SimGame thing. Oh, my PCM has crashed again. Hooray! Let's load it up as we... Nope, not that one, that one. Let's get back to that while we wait for the game to load again because I alt-tabbed for too long. Here we go, PCM is now loading. So, what's all happening in this mess of things? It's a one-day race, hurrah! Some big strong teams here, of course. Being a 1.pro race, one-off race, will DB 2025. DB errors, and of course once again we'll show you the settings. We're on frequency of falls 1, coefficient 1, race day condition 3. Was it one of these things that did the race? Yeah, turn that off. That's really annoying. Let's do that then. Okay, so 1.pro, it's an actual 1.pro it is. And which route is it? Let me just double check which route it is. It is the 185.4 kilometer one. It is there. We'll load the start list. There's a few major climbs, but I think it'll come down to a mass brunch sprint. Olive Coy, who's in the thumbnail, he won the stage or the race in real life. Anyway, looking at some pretty strong teams here. AG Tuella Mondial, beautiful jersey. Brown pants are back. They're led by Gerben Thyssen. As green here, also maybe if it's a punchy finish, Dens and Alowowski for lead out. They've got a really strong squad there. BT cycling with the Gaviria is their leader, another strong sprinter. He looks stronger than the Belgian. He is. And I like their jersey. It's colourful, just colourful enough to be like, you know, fun. Team Bahrain Victorious have Phil Bauhaus, the German sprinter. Bit of a mix of other riders, reasonable lead out there. Bardiani CSF, purple. Purple's a great colour for the peloton. And a fully Italian team. Albanese looks to be their sprint leader, with other choices if there happens to be an incident. Benfica have Jordi Meus as their leader, Ethan Vernon. Ooh, either of these two riders, probably, definitely Meus. Vernon as a key lead-out man. Cahal Ruel, Alfredo Hodge, not on his greatest form of his life, but still a decent sprinter, hopefully looking to pick up a top 10. China Glory with the great Russian Gleb Sarista. 76 sprint, 72 acceleration. He sadly missed out on being in Astana, an XDS Astana's main team, but is in their development squad. Credit Agricole, green jersey, look at that, surprise, surprise. They finished number 1, top of last season, I'm pretty sure. Pavel Bittner is their sprinter, the great Czech Republic rider. Vlad van Mechelen is a key lead out for them. He's a strong rider. They mentioned data, apologies Joe, mini jersey doesn't work, but I've checked, the actual jersey in the game still works. Olive Coy, the winner of the 2024 edition. He's the strongest sprinter we've seen on the start list so far. 81 sprint, 79 acceleration, 76 flat. Nozolo is the main lead-out man for him. They've got themselves a great lead-out train here, it seems. EF Education, pink. Pink is beautiful in the peloton. Great to have a nice standout colour there. Marco Heller, is he a sprinter, is he? Ah, there we go. Marin Vandenberg is their big man sprinter. Or even Jakobsen, depending on who's on the greater. Geez, they've got a nice, strong squad, EF Education as well. Groupama FDJ with their realistic jersey. Sam Welsford, the Australian sprinter. 77 sprint, 76. Did it pretty well in real life over at the Tour and Under. Logan Curry, he looks pretty odd in that lotto picture, but, you know, ex-Kiwi national time trial champ. Few all-rounders here. Vinokurov, the junior. HTC High Road, Tim Muller, sending a strong squad. Laporte, Abrahamson. She's a very strong squad. A few climbers here. Maybe they're betting on a breakaway. IM Rolex, bring back the IM cycling team from 2006. Have they got a dedicated sprinter? Not really. They're hoping for maybe a top 10, top 15 there with their riders. Lotto Kernhaus, the German team, Simon Consoni. He's a decent sprinter. He should definitely top 10 it. Henry Ulig there also. Perhaps a chance for himself or as lead out. Liquid Gas. I love the classic jerseys. Jerseys from anything back. Well, I say classic. Liquid Gas is really classic, but it is older. Sebastian Milano is their sprinter. He is looking strong. 77 sprint, 77 acceleration. Mapai, me of course being biased. We all know Moschetti is going to win. 77 sprint, 77 acceleration, 74 flat. Van Ashbrook, he's here also. Key lead out there for Moschetti. Bit of a hill climb. Otherwise, you're right. I've just sent random riders. Team Milro, now that's a classic team. 2008, Stefan Kung. Are we expecting a long range attack here or just a great lead out for John Degenkolb or Max Cantor? That's a big squad. Netherlands, lottery of Kees Bol. Kees Bol, who of course rides for Astana Kazakhstan and is their sprinter. Quick Step with Wout van Aert. That's going to be so it's going to be Koi, Wout van Aert in the top few. Depends who's on a good form. Depends who's in the right position. Philipsen's here. Ooh, 82. He looks to be the favourite to take this race. Inkhorn and Pedersen as his lead out. Simulation team, not our problem. Sepko Anycolor, love their jersey. Bright, colourful, stands out. De Heers is their leader. And Team T-Mobile Bianchi of... Who is it? Was this Tim Soski's team from his career years ago? I think it was. Anyway, they've got Paul Imaginier, a young Frenchman who looks to take the stage. Let's get into it. Let's have a look. Who does the game say is the favourite? Wout van Aert. Maybe because of a bit of those punchy hills. Philipsen, Laporte over Muller. That's interesting. Must be because of those little bumps, but I'd definitely go Muller over Laporte. Mayu, Stefan Kung, Bauhaus, Abrahamsen. Maybe some of these managers know something I didn't know. But looking at their profile, you see there's a few named climbs, nothing looking too dangerous. Previous win, hey, Moschetti, won in 2023. Christoph, Nizzolo, Ackerman, well, Moschetti, you should do well. Let's get into it. Take a lot of loads, lots of teams, and of course, lots of decent ranks. Here we are, start line. Let's get our rider, moves on -1 straight to the back. This Dimension Dave of Jersey. See, Joe does work, just not in mini picture form. Bahrain victorious, very nice. Actually, this is a nice contrasting peloton. Oh, that BT rider. There's Pedersen, was it Danish national champion? It is Danish national champion. There we have an attack, we have a breakaway this stage. Hurrah! Stella from Sebco and Color. Larsen from Netherlands Lottery. Smithson from Credit Agricole. Kmenek from ATT. Verkule from Lotto Kern. Being joined by Credit Agricole Weiss and Hu from China Glory. Villing as well. I don't know really. I think I'll just stop calling names until they establish themselves a bit more. Where's my mouse gone? Here it is here. Wout van Aert in Quick-Step colours. Whew. I mean, the Belgian champ looks good in the Quick-Step jersey. Yeah, and Dimension Data are not happy with the composition of this breakaway as they are chasing it down as we speak. Alexis Brunel on the front. Let's get a closer look at this terrain. It's a little bit bumpy, nothing too major. Yeah, so the breakaway is not really allowed to establish. The gap is only 40 seconds. Even HTC is hoping to chase it down. Was that former Norwegian national champion? Look at these jerseys. Some of these riders riding without glasses. Hurrah! But I don't expect to see any action, especially if the breakaway is not allowed to escape. Maybe some of these teams will tire themselves out early on. Their first lot of breakaway has been caught. China Glory, Otto Kern, and Credit Agricole, but straight over the top, a counter-attack by BT Cycling. Van der Winkel, Kreb, and Capra. Are they allowed to go? Not really sure. No, they're not really allowed to go. The gap is being held about 30 seconds. Now they're allowed to go. Bahrain Victorious have said, yep, let the breakaway go. So here we go, 8 men up the road, 2 from Sebco, any colour, 2 from... This is China Glory. It is. 1 from BT, 1 from Lotto Kernhouse, 1 from Netherlands Lottery, and 1 from Credit Agricole. Interesting mix of riders here. They have a gap of 3 minutes as they're about to start the first climb Alto di Silen. 8.1 kilometers, 4.5%, 9.7% maximum. And look at that. Look at that surroundings. Trees slowly popping up as we get closer. Beautiful hill. The gap is 5 minutes. Still 140 k's to go, so nothing too dangerous. No mountain points on offer, but the riders are just riding through the town. This is beautiful. This is way better than no graphics. Exciting times, right? Exciting times. They're over the hill. No dramas there. Back in the peloton, any much dramas? Nope, it's HTC, Red Bull KTM, Quickstep, Dimension Data, and Bahrain Victorious doing the pacemaking. Yeah, the gap's dropping a little bit, but that is as expected. I don't think any of these riders here are looking to stay away the whole time, although it'd be amazing if they did. Although I'm saying that my team's not here. My team's in the race, but not here. A Matteo Moschetti. I reckon he's... Well, I don't think he's going to win. I think Philipsen's going to take the win, Miller second, and Olive Koy third. That's what I think is going to happen. Well, I wish Moschetti would win, but I don't think he will. 4 minutes now is the gap as we're beginning the second climb, the Alto de la Alquera, and then the Alto du Fuente. Interesting naming of hills. We are in Spain, of course. But like I said, it's not doing anything to the peloton. If anything, it's just making the ride a little bit more exciting for them. So they don't just ride around and then sprint at the end. There's no wind either. If there was a bit of wind, maybe could have made it a bit more exciting, a bit more of a steep hill in the middle of nowhere. Will we see some attacks on these last little climbs? What's the climb called here? Clasica de Almeria. I think even that is too far out from the finish line. 2 minutes 50 is the advantage. The breakaway still working well together. No one's skipping turns. It seems. Wind nice, gentle 3 kilometers an hour. Here we come to that other mentioned climb. Let's have a look what it's like. Oh, it looks reasonably steep. 3.8%, they're going through 4.9% gradient now. They're all kind of bunching up. No one's really pushing the pace too much. Although the gap to the peloton is dropping significantly. Oh, they're pushing the pace mad over the top of the hills. Jeez, they want to catch that breakaway. There is 50 kilometers still to go, though. Oh, one rider has been dropped from the breakaway. We say goodbye to Kamenek. Is that... Please don't tell me I've been calling this the wrong team each time. It is China Glory. Okay. He's sitting up now as the gap to the peloton is now only, well, just over a minute for the main breakaway. Reisberg on the front, the Israeli rider for Team Red Bull KTM. This must be a circuit, surely. Yes, it is. Slightly hilly circuit. But, oh, yeah, here's the final hill, 26 k's. Will we see an attack from inside the peloton? Van Niekerk looks to be pushing the pace. Reisberg is the first to react to that pace increase. Lowland now trying something. John Degenkolb's up near the front. Interesting choice for him. Maybe he sees the opportunity to go for something. Unless who is Milram's leader? Where are they? Here. Stefan Kung. Maybe Kung's going to do a little attack there. Oh, look at that beautiful pink jersey. The pink and blue contrast very, very well. More riders from the breakaway being dropped now. Van Weinhill. Small split in the pack. It's all caught up back together. Cantor looks to be protecting Stefan Kung there. 19 seconds is the advantage. Dimension Data have a little sprint train here to protect Olive Koy. 20 kilometers to go. And it's going to be a mass sprint finish. Hooray! There's Wout van Aert there with number 1 on his back. He's also keeping himself up towards the front. Phil Bauhaus is here. Tim Muller, the European road race champion. Where the fuck is Moschetti? Brother. Oh, Van Ashbrook's our leader? What the hell? Oh, Moschetti's up here. He's going to sit behind Olive Koy, hopefully, and get a nice lead out. Or behind Philipsen. But why is Van Ashbrook the leader? Probably because of that hill stat, right?
I've got 15 kilometers to the finish line.
Anyway, 15 kilometers to the finish line now. Wout van Aert kind of just smushed in between. On the back of him is Gaviria Stella. Behind Stella was in the breakaway, wasn't he? There's Pavel Bittner there for Credit Agricole. Milano just in the wind a little bit too much, pushing Moschetti. That looks like a yellow card to me. Disqualify him, but Dimension Jata have a nice strong train. Zolo doing exactly what he was brought here to do, leading out Olev Koy. But the right hand side of the road seems to have the advantage. Max Cantor is leading out Stefan Kung here. That's a very, very odd situation. Stefan Kung going to launch an attack, it seems. Milram really pushing the bounds of what they should be doing. And I was right, there goes Stefan Kung. 8.2 k's to go, he's launching an attack, and no one reacts. The peloton's slowly increasing their speed. Laporte maybe a little bit, but no one wants to react. Stefan Kung, 20 seconds is his lead. Ah, there we go. Use Lampard on the right-hand side of the road. Asgreen also there going for an attack. Stefan Kung has been caught. Van Gestel, it's all these Punchura riders. There's 5 kilometers to go. They're holding a 17-second lead. Who knows? I cannot tell if it's going to be a sprint or a breakaway finish. 2 riders from AG Tour Le Mondial. Looks like Asgreen's in the perfect spot. These trains, they don't want to push any more than they have to. 3.3 kilometers to go. Dimension Data with Tamanux leading up through the middle. There's a few corners here that's going to stuff the riders at the back. It definitely looks like it could be the breakaway. Stefan Kung goes once again. 1.7 kilometers. Van Gestel stretches wheel. T-Mobile Bianchi. The 2 lighter blue colors. But here comes Olev Koy on the left-hand side. Olev Koy for Dimension Data. Moschetti! Moschetti! Moschetti takes second in a very, very close finish. Whew. What a race from Matteo Moschetti. Van Gestel, who was in that break, takes third. Ooh, that was a fun race. That Moschetti out of nowhere. He needed a little bit more oomph. I am very, very proud of Matteo Moschetti. Wasn't listed in the favourites, getting a second place. I am biased as hell. Anyway, Wout van Aert in second for Gaviria, Welsford, Muller a bit further back than we thought. But as you saw those last few corners, anyone who wasn't near the front was just ruined. Oh, I'm going to have to check that replay out. That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to save the race replay. There we are, race has been saved. Does mean we don't get to see the podium, but it's alright. Olev Koy takes the win ahead of Matteo Moschetti in the Clasica de Almeria. Ahead of Moschetti, Van Gestel, he was in that attack effort. Wout van Aert, Bauhaus, Gaviria, Welsford, Muller, Magnier, Thyssen, Milano, Philipsen, not doing too well. Bittner a bit far down. China Glory coming 19th there with their best rider. Dimension Data, of course, win with Olev Koy. Let's have a look at, let's do top 40, I guess. Top 60 because it's a one-day race. Quite a few Mapai riders up here, but nothing too serious. Nico Dens, he's a bit far down. Case Bowl for the Netherlands Lottery. Let's go team by team, because that's what we do. Gibbon Thyssen in 10th, Gaviria in 6th, Bahrain victorious with 5th for Bauhaus, 42 for Bardiani, not looking too swish. Caharuel 71st with Alfredo Hodge, just wasn't in the right position. China Glory 19th with who? Cyrista, just wasn't up there. Credit Agricole 14th with Bittner. Yves Lampard 51st for Team EF Education. I guess Marion Vandenberg was in the wrong place, and I guess they just didn't have the punch to be in that attack. Welsford 7th for Groupama FDJ. HTC 8th with Muller. Oldani for IM Rolex was in the front bunch, but wasn't quite in the right place. Liquiglas 11th with Milano. Lotto Kern 16th with Verkul. 2nd for Moschetti with Mapai GB. Netherlands Lottery. Casebold in 32nd. Wout van Aert 4th for Quick Step. Red Bull KTM 12th for Jesper Philipsen. I really thought he'd do better. Very strong sprinter there. So okay, Anikala 40th with Plenel Jabard. That's an interesting finishing order with De Haas, their sprinter, 52nd. And Lisbon Mayus in 13th. Mobile Bianchi 2 in the top 10. Van Gestel and Magnier. They, of course, win that breakaway attempt, and, of course, the sprint dimension data first with Olive Koy. Milram, Stefan Kung tried something, unfortunately didn't succeed. Maybe should have kept Cantor or Degenkolb for the sprint, 17th for them. Well, that race is done. Thanks for tuning in to the 2 races today. Enjoy your mornings, evenings, or whatever time it is, wherever in the world you are. Stream ending, there it is there. Hurrah!